When purchasing a new MacBook Pro, one of the big things that you're going to be debating with yourself about is if you should go with the 14-inch model or the 16-inch model. Personally speaking, I went with the 14-inch model, and I'm going to use this video to talk about if I regret my choice after 1 month going with the 14-inch instead of the 16-inch, and just go over my thought process of why I went with the 14-inch. Before I do get into the video though, I haven't done a giveaway in a while, so I figured why not start the holiday season with another giveaway. So I'm going to be doing a $25 Amazon giveaway. All you got to do is be a subscriber and comment down below letting me know that you've subscribed. And that's it. You're entered to the $25 giveaway announced in 2 weeks. Good luck. Let's get into the video. So the first reason why I went with the 14-inch is because the 14-inch is a good size. It's just good enough. So you gotta ask yourself, what do you use a computer for? And me personally, what I use it for is editing photos and editing videos. And you might be saying, wouldn't you want the extra space? But the truth is, the 14-inch model might just be the sweet spot for consuming content, using the screen real estate day to day, and it's not felt like something that is too small to me. The 14-inch size is actually a step up from the 13-inch. So I had the 13-inch M1 Air last year, and it was a good screen size, especially for a MacBook Air, because it's super portable, easy to carry around. But this here is a 14-inch, so regardless of which one I chose, it's still gonna be a step up. So for me, the 14-inch size just works. It's not like it's a 10-inch. It's still big enough to get things done. If you're reading spreadsheets, checking emails, multitasking on the display, you can get a lot of things done at one time on the 14-inch. I think that was my sweet spot, and I didn't really have the need for an extra 16-inch display. Now, speaking of the 16-inch display, one thing that you lose by getting that version is portability. And I don't own one, but I went into the store and checked it out, and that thing is huge. It is a big computer, and that means that carrying it around, for me personally, I would have needed an extra bag or a bigger bag just to fit it in my knapsack and carry it on when I'm on the go or doing things. You are going to lose out on portability. It's a bit heavier as well. I think that the 14-inch MacBook Pro weighs in at 3.5 pounds. The 16-inch weighs in at 4.6 pounds. So it's even heavier and more weight to carry around. And that extra weight does weigh down your body, especially me. I'm getting older now. I'm in my 60s. Any extra weight weighs down a lot more on my body. Now, you can't talk about portability without mentioning ports. Portability, ports, they go hand in hand. And with the new 16-inch MacBook Pro and the 14-inch MacBook Pro, you'll get the exact same ports if you were to go with the 16 and 14. So by buying a bigger one, you would think that maybe they could fit in an extra USB-C port or perhaps a USB-A port, but they didn't. So the ports are the same, and you're not really losing out anything by going with the 16. You still have the exact same ports on the 14-inch as you do on the 16-inch. And the last reason why I think that the 14-inch is the better version is because of the price. So in the US, the base model M1 Pro MacBook Pro comes in at $1,099, whereas the 16-inch comes in at $2,499. So for the extra $500, I'm not gonna lie, you do get some extra features. So the base model 16-inch comes in at 10-core CPU, 16-core GPU, whereas the base model 14-inch comes in at 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU. So for that extra money, you get a few more spec differences. If I'm being honest though, the 14-inch is no slouch, can do literally every single task that I could throw at it. And this is the base model. So for the extra money, really, for my use, the major difference would have been the display there, and it wasn't worth the extra $500. I can easily take that money and buy a 4K display like the one that I use that was less than $500. So what I recommend is, instead of going with the 16-inch version, maybe you want to go with the 14-inch, especially if you are on the go, because you can take advantage of portability, but at the same time, if you need extra screen real estate, it's very convenient to just plug in and get your work done just like that if you need to. So you get the best of both worlds in a way. So I feel like the extra money can be spent on Apple Care, maybe an accessory for your computer, or maybe even food for your child. One thing though that I should say is that if you are gonna make this display your only display and you don't really take it out often and you don't wanna buy an external display, you just wanna rely on this beautiful XDR display, then you might wanna go with the 16-inch just because you get the extra screen real estate and it might work for your workflow, especially if you're going to be staring at the screen all day. But for me personally, as told in the video, it wasn't worth it. But that wraps up this video. Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on the 14-inch versus the 16-inch. Which model did you guys go with, or which model you plan to go with? Don't forget to subscribe, comment that you subscribed, or else you won't be entered into the giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.